Welcome back, guys, to Triangle Strategy, where last episode, after taking back the boat in a mental mock battle, we indulged in memories of Benedict and Eridor's past together before witnessing the horrible treatment of the Roselle of the Source as Sorsley Ende cooked the books. With Anna gathering information and learning about Sorsley's illegal salt trade, a talk in the night several days later between Sereno and Frederica has highlighted the lack of necessity of their marriage going ahead in these times, as Benedict has now called for the pair.
You said we received a delivery from Minister Sorsley.
Yes, mostly food and materials, plus a considerable amount of coin.
That is quite kind of him.
House Ende is a wealthy one, even by Hyzante standards. This would barely put a dent in their coffers. We have distributed the resources as needed. We've even managed to restock our reserves.
Wish I could be happy for the help, but I can't say I am.
Agreed. Relying on them comes at a price. They will be looking for recompense.
I believe that to be their true aim.
But this is the path we chose to walk together.
Indeed. And as long as we stay the course, the winds of favor will someday be at our backs.
A missive from Minister Sorsley has arrived.
I see he wastes no time. What absurd request could he possibly have in store for us?
Nothing good, that's for sure.
Okay. Oh, decision time! It's decision time! Let's get our last character story out of the way then before we do that. And then we've cleared up that side of things before we find out what the thing is. What's the request? Of course it's decision time. Medina pledged herself to House Wolffort so that you can save people regardless of the order of things. However...
By the goddess, if it isn't my savior, I am truly in your debt.
I remember you. I treated you at the ministry that day.
I feared it was the end, but thanks to you, I yet live.
I was not alone in treating you. And I am happy to see you well.
I hear tell the infirmary was overwhelmed that day. How fortunate the other man was a Rosellan. Never have I felt more blessed to belong to the goddess's flock. Praise be the goddess. May her blessings rain upon you.
I do not mean to pry, but was that...
Yes. It is he who survived, at the expense of the Rosellan man's life. Had we treated the Rosellan first, we might have saved them both. But I could not find the courage to disobey orders.
And, in the eyes of the faithful, you acted in accordance with the goddess's teachings. Denying medical treatment to non-believers is certainly one way for the Holy One to breed loyalty amongst Hyzante's subjects.
Be that as it may, if only I'd had the courage of my convictions. The courage to give both their lives equal weight. It
is hard for one drop to alter the current.
So it is. Nevertheless, I wish to try.
Seems the stories we left were actually, quite short ones. Okay, so we've done everything else outside. Time to find out what the request is. What's our next decision? What are we doing?
Yet another problem has arisen, as we anticipated. I would like to ask everyone what they think. Benedict, if you would.
Yes, my lord. We have just received a request from Minister Sorsley. We are to deliver his cargo to Aesfrost.
Cargo?
A load of salt that bypasses the consortium.
He is asking us to be an accomplice to his illegal dealings.
The nerve of him, asking the Honorable House Wolffort to do such a filthy job. No way we'd agree to that.
But consider this. Agreeing would secure us proof of his unlawful business.
Are you suggesting we report him to Hyzante?
I am saying it is an option.
You got a point. We have a duty to speak up when something's not right. That's the honorable thing to do.
We might even earn the Holy One's trust.
Have you all forgotten? Minister Sorsley is one of Hyzante's saintly 7. His connections run far deeper than ours. We must tread carefully.
Then we need solid evidence to convict him. I should think the salt he wishes us to transport would suffice. But we are the only ones that know it. And it is indistinguishable from the salt that is legally distributed. Far from the solid evidence we need.
Regrettably so.
One false move and we lose both Minister Sorsley's support and Hyzante's trust. Without proof, we have no choice but to go to Aesfrost.
If only we had evidence of his misdeeds.
It comes as no surprise to see our opinions differ. But a decision must be made. To report Minister Sorsley's illegal dealings to Hyzante, or become a silent accomplice. Bring the scales. It is time to make our choice.
Not just me, is it? I didn't see 2 choices in that. So what they were all discussing is like, yeah, this is illegal. And everyone's like, yeah, this is illegal. This is bad. We should report it, but we need evidence. We should probably be going along with it so we get evidence. Yeah, that's what it sounded like the conversation to me. So we can find out more about it and then we could report after. And then it didn't even seem like there was a 2-choice thing. What? And then all of a sudden there was 2 choices. To be complicit. So, like, it does sound like everyone was agreeing. Didn't sound like anyone was... What? I'm so confused. I'm really interested to see what comes up here and who's what side. Because I didn't even see 2 sides. We managed to survive the battle, but the situation around us grows even ever more complex. The decision before us now will greatly sway the course of our future. I must be firm in my convictions. Okay. I'm just really confused by... Okay, Anna's undecided again. Do you know what I want to make Anna decide on? Sitting the hell down? It didn't sound like signing accomplice when they're talking about finding evidence. Yeah, no, that's what I thought. They just sound like we could do it so then before we could get evidence. Or we can just report them and hope that they believe us without evidence? That sounds dumb as hell. Okay, so Roland Maxwell wants to transport it. So does Gila. And so does Huette. So Huette's with Roland. Benedict wants to report it. Wow. The thing is, when Benedict talked as well, I thought like he'd be on the top side as well. And what with the viewer bit, the polls are. I thought he'd be on transport by the thing that he was saying as well. Like to get hold of the product, but it's indistinguishable. Okay, I can completely get the Eridors on the red side. But I'm so confused about everyone else. I really am. I have no clue what went on there. Absolutely no clue. Can I go out? Okay, let's just check out things because this is where we get information first. So, on hot takes, Traveling to Hyzante and reporting the illegal salt shipment is dumb as hell. Why does Frederica want to do that? They literally keep your people as slaves. The ones that are made to do the salt in the first place. Well, I'm so confused. Okay, let's search for items. Why is there no one ever in this house to replace their items? How dare they? I mean, okay. If I am to go straight at it, I lean towards the top choice, which is actually anti-Frederica for once. What the hell? On the basis of I get to go to Aesfrost, which I've already been to Hyzante. On top of that, I feel like Aesfrost is our answer. Because if we can speak to Svarog somehow, that would be great. And what is this, like, salt trade for? What is the actual salt for? Is it for explosives? That would be bad. There's no easy feat ferrying all of Minister Sorsley provisions. Just goes to show how deep the pockets of the Saintly Seven are. I never thought their generosity would extend beyond Hyzante, though. To say I'm impressed would be an understatement. The Saintly Seven are highly revered in the Holy State. Claims of any illicit dealings would no doubt be met with skepticism. Yeah! You learned all you can about, what was it? The Hyzante? Yeah, that one. So I think nothing really changes there, does it? You just don't get any more information for that. You just get it again? I don't even know. I owe you a debt of gratitude for these provisions. Looks like I'll be able to push on a little longer. I'm a good person. What the? I'm happy that the provisions Minister Sorsley sent are being met with joy by the people. Is there anything you would like me to relay to him in return? Okay, I did not think it possible to amass such riches under Hyzante's system of equality. I do hope Minister Sorsley is not giving me more than he can afford. Bullcrap. And we know he's not. We talked about he's not. And also, the first line seems a bit... That's the kind of like slight accusation kind of phrase, isn't it? System of equality, how did they get so much money? Thanks to him, we can rebuild our town. Please tell him we will not forget his generosity. That's the diplomatic answer. For that, there is something I would know. What do you think of Minister Sorsley as his vassal? I think that's literally what I'll ask. I do want to know. He is one of the Saintly Seven and a greater legion I deserve. I think his benevolent character should be apparent after all the aid he has bestowed upon Wolffort. He is also a man committed to righteousness and will not tolerate any semblance of injustice or betrayal. You are the same, are you not, Lord Serenoa? But of course, exactly. Yes. Definitely the same. A warning, no doubt. Perhaps Minister Sorsley is not so generous as others make him out to be after all. I think I just stepped on the landmine a little bit. Just tinsy bit. One of the soldiers told me you're the reason we have food now. Thank you so much, Lord Serenoa. So wait, they just have loads of soldiers here now. I mean, I guess we had to as part of the trade. Oh, we got market. No books. I'm actually interested to see how the poll's there at halfway. Let's click on it. Wow, this is nearly 50-50. It's leaning towards transport the salt, though. Interesting. Welcome. How can we have service today? Is it just because you want to see, like, Aesfrost? Kind of the entire reason I'm interested. Yeah, you can buy various rings for not cheaper prices. I wish it was cheaper prices. We can buy a lot of materials. We haven't actually used any of the money I've been amassing. So I will use it here. The ill-gotten grinded gains, you know? Actually a fair amount of money. I don't know which one to pick, but I'm curious what the characters will say. Are you... And I'm not even letting you see what the characters will say before I'm asking you to vote. What bad man I am. So I thought I'd give you the time first. I wait your next visit. Why, thank you, Mr. Trademan. Thank you very much. I see the shiny that time. Timber times 3. Also, quality stones randomly on the wall, the wooden wall. We should get chucked in there and embedded. Pet the cat. I should get conviction points for petting the cat every time, I think, personally. Conviction to cuteness and justice. You did not vote either, did you? Oh, the stores are back. Ranged HP recovery pellet. I guess we didn't have food and that's why the stores weren't there. That makes more sense now. My mum said it's thanks to you we can eat again, so thank you. My child would often go to bed with an empty belly and tearful eyes, but no more. You have no idea how grateful I am for that. Oh my god. Sorsley's aid was pretty good. Oak. That must be a weapon upgrade, maybe? I may be able to procure goods and reopen my shop sooner than I thought, thanks to Hyzante's generous provisions. Another thing over here. Anything there? So Maxwell joined our army the moment we got news of Prince Roland's death. The timing is too convenient. I can't help but feel there's something else going on here. Please say no more. I would be loath to lie to my own soldiers is full on. Confirming it. All we do for Wolffort, I ask that you keep observation at least to yourself, is also confirming it. This is proof of his resolve, one which I will support with all my might, is really, really confirming it. So we've got the telling him by not telling him, the straight up telling him, or the please keep quiet because we're literally trying to keep him alive and also stop the attacks, which I'm pretty much more for at this point. All we do for Wolffort as you keep observation at least to yourself. Yes. Guys. Loose lips, sink Wolffort. Yes, sir. You won't hear another peep out of me on the matter. Yeah, you better not. Yeah, my thanks. For now, these doubts must remain unspoken. I prefer the confirmation via telling him to keep his mouth shut. I will tell everyone the truth one day, but ask for you to bear with me until then. I cannot imagine you giving such strict orders for no reason, sir. I shall speak no more of this. All of the other soldiers feel the same. You needn't worry about a thing, Lord Sereno. Thank you. I could not have gotten this far without all of you. Okay, that's probably a really good answer to give, considering the answer we got back then. It's like all the soldiers know, but just we need a reiteration that they aren't going to just randomly spout stuff, right? A red anklet. We can put it with his red scarf. Increase the strength from magic attack for 3 turns when you defeat an enemy. I mean, that's pretty cool. Who would I put that on? I guess Anna's the one that generally gets the most KOs. But I'm wondering if we should give that to someone who might have the option of wiping out big fields of foes. You know what I mean? Red anklet will go well with her clothes too, right? So the poll ended 71% for transporting the salt, eh? I mean, let's see if we can even make that happen. Don't know what everyone's going to say about things, do we? Did I go with this one? Yes! I go in this one? I don't Yes! I don't know where I've been anymore. I've been thinking about things instead. I'm as grateful as anyone for Hyzante's provisions, but I can't imagine anyone giving so much without expecting anything in return. Damn right. The thing has been asked. The real issue comes if we did choose to go with him. Is this the first time I'm picking towards Roland as well? Because I pick Frederica every time. I don't know if any of the previous ones were for Roland, because even Roland not being given up, Roland was against, was for that, and I voted against. And that seems to be that. Let's head to the encampment, because we did get some materials there, and we might be able to get a weapon upgrade. Well, can you just trade me another Medal of Bravery, pretty please? Next battle we do, we'll have enough kudos for the Quietus point up. The archives were home to many precious texts on ironworking, so we can upgrade Benedict, Osabada, or Izana. I mean, obviously of these group, I'm probably going to pick Benedict, for the obvious reason of he gets use. So that's the thing, right? His convictions have been strengthened yet again. So increases speed by 1, increases the effect of Raging Beast, or increases the effect of Bulwark. Ah. Ideally, I should put, like, buffs. I'm going to do both. So he's going to be the most upgraded one now, isn't he? Okay, he's not quite. Speed by 2 can be done. Backstab damage I can do up. And where's Serenoa? Oh, he's this way now. We do delaying strength for Hawk Dive. Wow, 5 and 5, but 6. I might... Okay, I've already done 2 for you, and I've done 1 for you. I should do one of yours. Range of Hawk Dive up? Or increased damage of delaying strike? I guess we could try out 1, because he's a frontline guy, and it's neutral. I don't know, actually. Now I'll go with delaying strike. We'll go see how much damage it is first, because we can switch, because it's the same thing. We can switch. The same difference, in a sense. Just wondering what else we can upgrade here. And on who? Huette or Frederica, basically. Let's go with physical defense for Fred. Oh no! Favoritism! My man's got himself some better gear, though. He's gonna be quite happy, I'm sure. Benedict's like, oh, finally, I was given something by the Lord. By the way, all those materials cost me like 10,000 in cash with the upgrades. Yikes. Roland wanted to go to Aesfrost in the original vote, so I've actually voted against him as well. Did he want to go to Aesfrost or... What is that? I don't even know. These are the questions. I've been voting towards Federica every time, though. We definitely know that. So now it's time to turn tables, then. If I'm trying to turn tables, should I save here? I'm totally going to succeed, right? 100%. Not a problem. So the people I need to convince are Benedict. Okay. We'll start with the people that I don't need to convince to see what they say about it. As Prince Roland said, we should take the salt to Aesfrost. Accusing Minister Sorsley without evidence would do us no good. I agree! Yeah. So this one should listen to reason. Not that we want to change you anyway. Gila's with us.
What do you need?
The Saintly Seven have tremendous power in Hyzante, and Minister Sorsley is no exception. Reporting his crimes comes with no small measure of danger. We must make our decision carefully. So you would listen to changing.
Serenoa.
We have nothing to prove Minister Sorsley's dealings illegal, nor would I want to put our relationship with the Holy State at stake. Right now, we need allies more than ever, leaving us no choice but to do Minister Sorsley's bidding. See, that's something I'd expect Benedict would say. What? When I'm trying to pin down people's personalities so I can answer them correctly, and then they just flippity flop. I mean, that's real humans, to be honest. As I said earlier, people like maybe really leaning one way, but they've actually got loads of beliefs that you can consider on the other side to go with it.
Serenoa.
We cannot overlook Minister Sorsley's black market dealings, let alone be party to them. I know that it means that even more will have to go without sold in the duchy, but still. I believe we should go to Hyzante, bring these crimes to light. I'd have better luck talking to a stone wall. What?
We must decide.
Minister Sorsley is involved with trafficking illegal salt. It would be in our best interest to expose him before we get further involved. We may not escape entirely unscathed, but it must be done. Oh, there's definitely one way the game's wanting me to go, then.
Aye, lad.
I can't even imagine a proud and honourable house like ours committing a crime. We've got to go to Hyzante and report that no good minister. Oh, we might just be going to Hyzante. What about you, Madame Swingvote?
Lord Serenoa.
Transporting illicit salt or reporting Minister Sorsley? Poor options both. I wish we had the option of taking neither path. I leave the decision in your hand, Lord Serenoa. Okay. Oh, I've actually got to win the persuasion too, by the look of it. So, Anna is leaning towards Hyzante. But they will at least listen, she will at least listen, to us talking to go to the duchy. Frederica made a point, though. So what is this salt used for in the duchy? Because someone said, like, they'd be going without if we don't transport it. So there's, like, a need for the salt. Come on, guys, it's humanitarian salt. I don't know. Illicitly transported. Salt. Screw the game, let's be criminals. Save scum. Let's break laws. Why did you... I mean, going to Aesfrost is just the opposite. We should transport the salt to the duchy at House Ende's behest. This isn't going to go well. This is not going to go well. Sure. So you believe it better to do Minister Sorsley's bidding? Might I ask why? I want to find evidence. Oh, I don't have this. I've only got 2 options. If we know the way House Ende's illicit operations work, we may figure out a way to get the upper hand. There is no harm in gaining Minister Sorsley's trust, regardless of what unfolds in the future. I mean, number 2 sounds more slimy than number 1. Number 1 actually sounds like we're working on sorting out the problem. So I've only got 50-50. It's a lot easier to choose that way. Yeah, if we know the way House Ende's illicit operations work, we can find evidence. We're part of it. We can report it because we actually know stuff. And we can literally say, we did this to find this out. We accept any punishment you supposedly do. But we also, like, figured it out for you, so now the salt's not just going missing and your books are right. Considering Sorsley hold the book. We're going to break laws and barriers, yeah. We know the ways House Ende's illicit operations work. We may figure out a way to get the upper hand. I see. It'll be easier to find the cracks in their defenses from the inside, and it may even give us an opportunity to strike.
Yes.
If that is our aim, I think it well worth the risk. Is there anything else you wish to know? There is. I cannot help wondering if being party to these acts would sully the Wolffort name. We got 3 options. Our house's honor is trivial at best. You needn't pay it any mind. No. That's the dumbest answer ever. Because Anna actually gives a crap about House Wolffort. And House Wolffort's reputation is built off of honor. If I said that, that would be dumb as all hell. That'd be like slapping her in the face a bit. Right now, we must do everything in our power to keep our people alive and house standing. So long as we do, there will be a chance to reclaim our honor. That's definitely better than option 1. The words of outsiders likely mean little against the Saintly Seven. If we bring charges against Minister Sorsley, he may just lay all the blame at our feet, which is the most likely situation, right? So it's between, like, 2 and 3 here. We're definitely not picking 1. That's dumb as all hell. Don't worry, our house built on honor. Doesn't matter. I mean, option 3 makes it not a matter of honor. Well, actually, no, option 3 is honor in a different way, isn't it? The words of outsiders likely mean little against the 77. If we bring charge against Minister Storley, he may just lay all the blame at our feet. It's kind of like saying that itself just would dishonor us anyway, right? So what is your matter of honor if that might happen? And to be honest, they're way more likely to believe Sorsley than us. Not choosing that one, though. Yeah, I'm gonna literally voice the thing that everyone basically voiced. If we just go there, we don't have evidence. It would just be dumb. We could just end up getting screwed anyway.
Certainly.
The Saints hold tremendous influence in Hyzante. It certainly won't be easy to prove one of them guilty. On the contrary, they might use their position and power to indict us instead. That's what I said. An undesirable situation indeed, and one I would rather not find ourselves in. Thank you, Lord Sereno. I see now where you stand. We might have been great success. Maybe. She's moved. She's not contemplating, in a sense. She's not unmoved. We could try the others who are brick walls. Somehow I don't think that'll work, though. What happens if there's a tie, by the way?
We must decide.
Right, I want to see what you think, Benedict. I'm going to try to persuade a stone wall. I see, so you believe we should follow Minister Sorsley's orders? Oh, I got a bonus. There is no guarantee you will succeed in exposing Sorsley, and should we fail, we would make enemies of both House End and the Holy State itself. Regardless of motives, we owe him a debt, and I would rather not repay kindness with betrayal. That's not the option. Right now, House Wolffort stands alone. We cannot risk losing Minister Sorsley's support. I mean, I'd rather choose 1 over 3, but I definitely wouldn't choose 2. Just think. It's just weird. You say there can't be a tie because you can't vote. Yeah, I know, but what if someone doesn't vote? I was just wondering if they remain undecided and therefore they don't vote. Maybe that happens. They're undecided for a reason. Maybe they don't vote. Obviously, sometimes they have leanings, but maybe sometimes they don't. No guarantee we'll succeed in exposing Sorsley, and should we fail, we make enemies of both House and the Holy State itself. Yeah. The odds of appealing to those in power in another nation and succeeding are certainly not in our favour. We have enough enemies as it is. It would be wise for us to not earn ourselves any more. There is still time, Benedict. I would like to continue our discussion.
Certainly not.
Very well, my lord. Is it safe to assume that you think exposing Minister Sorsley's crimes to be a reckless course of action? It is. We haven't sufficient information to take action. It's just simply that. We have a clue. I think it's too early for us to give up the fight just yet. You have made your position clear, Benedict. I only ask that you keep my words in mind. But of course, my lord. Allow me a moment more to make my decision. Did I actually work that?